Can you talk about the right tackle situation, moving Brandon there, and just the way it worked out? You rotated so many lines.
Yeah, I thought the only play that Brandon got screwed up on was the one pass rush where he just didn't have good feet. Other than that, I thought he played excellent in the game. So he'll work there. Obviously Bunchy can play over there. John can play over there, and Chantrell can play over there. So again, it's fluid. They're going to keep working out. What their reps are going to be, we're going to find out during the week. Who starts, we're going to find out here during the week. So good start today, but today's over. Now we got to move forward.
How do you balance having the best five out there regardless versus like the cohesiveness of the same five playing together?
They're cohesive. So again, up to 7, maybe 8. We're closing in on 8 in terms of being cohesive, and I have no problem. I don't even ask who's in there at any point in the game. So complete confidence in that group. Even when the game's on the line, it doesn't matter. So they know that, so they all help each other out during practice because we're a little bit light right now from an injury standpoint, and they're all better because of it. We're better because of it.
Rashawn's back on the depth chart. Does that mean he's going to possibly play?
It's close. It's close. Again, the doctor's going to have the final say. Has he been hit yet out here? No. Is he running like crazy and reaching for balls and all that? Yes. But again, that's not going to be my call. It's going to be the doctor's, but he's close.
John Feliciano now on the depth charts at left guard. He started for Chantrell at right tackle. Do you find that he's a better fit at guard? Or
yeah, I mean, John can do both. John can do both. I think John's an excellent guard. I think, obviously he's played a bunch of games for us at tackle, right? 9 starts at tackle the last couple of years. So again, I know it's a storyline for you guys, but to be honest with you, for us, it's not. We look at it like, a basketball team. You got a 6th man, then you have a 7th guy, you have 8th guy. They all come in, and they all do certain things better than others, but they all play effectively together.
How was Chantrell done this week? I mean,
he's done good. He's done good. Again, we had 2 during the week, and then today. So he's been good. He's been contrite. He knows what he needs to do to move forward. He's been challenged, not just by me, but by his peers. And we've invested too much to go backwards on that.
The battle at tackle with Porter and Renfro and Earl Moore, did you talk about that?
No, I thought Renfro played really well in the game, and he's got his conditioning where he wants it now. He obviously played the best in the game of that group. And again, Curtis is going to have something to say about that. Earl, I thought, had a good week last week. We need Earl to develop. He keeps fighting and he's scratching and clawing, so we need him to keep coming. And hopefully we'll be able to build depth as the season goes on, not go the other way.
Where do you depth chart changes, some teams might look at that as maybe a bad thing from the outside, but I assume you look at it as a good thing, right?
I don't even know. Honestly, guys, I don't study it the way you guys study it.
There were a lot. A lot of second team changes, a couple of.
No, I mean, there's a lot of guys competing.
Like Artie Burns.
Well, number one, Artie played really well in the game. Dion Bush had a really good week last week. So again, there's a lot of changes because it's constantly evolving, and hopefully at the end of the day, it just makes us better. But all we do is evaluate the tape every day, and then make sure we look them in the eyes and we communicate to them, what they have to get done in practice, the things they need to correct, and then it's up to them to go out the next day and compete. And this team has been very good about doing that. Not a lot of powders, not a lot of, the coach doesn't like me and all that. Just, hey, this is what I didn't do well. Maybe so-and-so had a better practice, but I got to take care of my game.
I feel like it's flying under the radar, but you're leading the nation in kickoff returns. I mean, that obviously Duke has a good average, and
Yeah. Well, we left one. We're all disappointed. We left 2 on the field last week,
right.
And the last one was bad, and it was just I don't want to get into all the, but it was bad because we had a big one, and we screwed it up. We just had one guy that didn't. One guy, all it takes. So they're taking a lot of pride in it. We got a long way to go, but certainly they're taking a lot of pride in it, and we got to do better on our net punt. There, and our punt returns need to be better. So we haven't been as good as we need to be in punt return.
Part of that confidence coming in with him that Wheeler can handle.
Oh yeah, Wheeler's playing as good as anybody right now. The last couple of weeks, Wheeler's been good. And again, when you look at him, sometimes you get him confused for somebody that can't run, or for somebody that may be stocky just because he's so square. But he's tall. I keep saying it. He's 320 pounds, and. So, he resembles, because he's so square, he resembles a guy that would be like 6'2" and 295, but he's not. He's almost 6'5", he's 320, and he's moving really well. He's getting better every day. I'm really confident in what he's done. Certainly, right now, he's earned a starting job, so we'll see how it develops.
How much does his mobility help, considering some of the guys so big, but he seems to be
hey, he can play them all. The only one we don't put him at is a left tackle, but he can play the other 4.
He's pretty exuberant.
He plays with energy. You're right. You're right. You're exactly right. He plays with energy. He finishes plays, and that's what we want.
Al, you guys are obviously really senior and grad heavy in the defensive line. Is this a really big, stretch right now where you kind of work some guys in like Earl Moore? Does he need to show you something? What do you see from the other guys there?
I'm not really worried about anything but improving the team and getting better. So those guys, Jelani, Earl, Corey King. I know I'm missing some other guys. They just got to keep coming. They just got to keep coming. It's such a long season. We're only 5 games in. It's such a long season, and we're going to need a lot of those guys to step up. So it was good to see some of those guys step up last week.
Dion Bush also
Had a good week last week. Yep, had a good week. We really worked hard on his conditioning last week. We'll continue to do that here in the next 48 and then cut him back. But he's starting to look like Dion now. He's starting to compete and starting to have a little more confidence. Got to keep preparing. He's a little bit behind the other guys mentally. He's got to keep preparing and eliminate all mistakes by Thursday.
Do you see working Goodison more at kickoffs a little bit? Or
perhaps. Yeah, perhaps. We just got to make sure we get the ball exactly where we want it on the field. And again, those 2 guys are competing at that, which is good.
How with Darius Gunter, how much has he improved
A lot.
to progress this season?
Yeah, again, because he was a junior college player a year ago, he went under the radar because he wasn't one of the 21 freshmen. But he might as well have been. He was a true sophomore playing his first college experience, and it showed at times. He's playing more mature right now. He's playing like they are on defense with a little bit more poise, and he's in good condition. So it's showing up. They're intercepting balls this year that they couldn't a year ago because they're where they need to be. They're playing with a quiet mind, and they're playing more freely than they were a year ago.
Is Ray Sean doing better? I know he was Jenkins. As far as also his attitude and cleaning up some.
Yep. No, he's been positive. We're making progress with that. So yeah, that's great.
How close is Danny Isidore?
Oh man, same thing. He's close. It's not my call. He's not going to make this game, but he's close. So. We're hopeful. He redshirted last year, so we're hopeful we can get him going. We have so many games left. Hopefully, we have a lot of games left. But hopefully we'll get him back here soon.
Thank you.